This is the Samsung Galaxy A04s Disassembly. If you want to see more videos like this, make sure you subscribe and follow me on Twitter so you'll be notified when I upload a new video. And if you need any tools, there are links in the description. To start off, the SIM tray needs to be removed. Here's a better look at that. Next, we need to get a plastic pry tool in between the back housing and the frame of the screen, and then we'll need to run it along the edges to pop off the catches. The back housing can now be lifted up from the right to the left. There are 14 Phillips screws which need to be removed. The top plastic cover can now be lifted up and removed. The glass camera lens covers can be replaced by applying heat and gently prying them off. There are also some antenna lines drawn on this plastic cover, which are the light gray color lines. On the other side, there's some graphite film to help transfer heat. The battery cable can now be disconnected. Now we can disconnect the rest of the cables. The back housing itself is made of plastic. There's a metal bracket holding the fingerprint reader to the side of the back housing. If you need to replace that, you just have to lift up and remove that metal bracket, which would in return release the fingerprint sensor. The red coaxial cable on the bottom right side of the board can be disconnected by just popping it off. Here's a better look at the 5 megapixel front-facing camera. There's a single Phillips screw which is holding down the main board. On the main board, there's a 2 megapixel depth camera, a 50 megapixel main camera, and a 2 megapixel macro camera. The connectors for the cameras can be disconnected by just popping them off. Also, none of the cameras have OIS or optical image stabilization. There's a secondary microphone located on top, the LED flash is located here, and there are rubber gaskets around these connectors. The SIM card and memory card reader is located on the back, and there's a thermal pad and graphite film on the back shields. Once the graphite film is peeled back, we can see some thermal paste on top of the processor. I'd personally like to see a little bit more thermal paste on top of the processor. Here's a better look with the thermal paste removed. When it comes to removing the battery, there are no pull tabs to help us pry it off, so we'll need to use some isopropyl alcohol and apply some to the edges of the battery and let it sit there for about 30 seconds to a minute so it eats away at the adhesive underneath, making it easier to pry it off. Here's a better look at the 5000 mAh battery. The bottom cover can be lifted up and removed. There are some more antenna lines drawn on this cover. And there are some rubber gaskets on the other side. So when it comes to screen replacements, you'd need to remove the back housing, then you'd have to remove the screws on the top and bottom cover, disconnect the battery cable and the screen cable, as well as the other end of this flex cable which connects the subboard to the main board, since this flex cable is both for the screen and the subboard, at which point you'd heat up the front of the phone where the screen is to loosen up the adhesive underneath, pry your old screen off, apply new adhesive, reapply the new screen making sure you run the flex cable back to the openings in the mid frame, and reassemble the phone. There's a single Phillips screw holding down the subboard which needs to be removed. The primary microphone is located between the charger port and headphone jack. Here's a look at the other side. There's a liquid damage indicator sticker located here, and one located underneath the SIM reader. There are rubber gaskets and mesh filters over the microphone openings. The bottom speaker assembly is held down with some adhesive, and the same goes for the vibrator motor which is located here. The flex cable for the volume key is located on this side, and the earpiece speaker is located on top, both of which are also held down with some adhesive. There's another thermal pad over here on the frame which sits underneath the processor to help transfer heat away from it. For the repairability score on this phone, I give it a 7 out of 10. Now it's time to put the phone back together. Once everything's back in place, flip over the phone, power it on, and you're done. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one.